Welcome back everybody to another new comic book day. Today is April 8th, new comic book day. You guys know every single Wednesday we're doing the comic book haul. And after we do the comic book haul, I think I'm going to talk about the recently revealed Absolute Batman issue 20 cover where it's got the 5 Robins on it. I don't know if you guys have seen that. I'm going to go through and guess who the Robins might be. There's some speculation online. I want to throw my hat into the ring. But today's also a very special day. Beyond it being just new comic book day, it's also the 12th anniversary of me and my wife. We got married 2 years ago on our 10-year anniversary. So April 8th was the day of the, this junior sophomore like semi-formal. I'll throw up a picture here so you guys can see. So yeah, that was 12 years ago to the day. And ever since then, me and Riley have been together. So shout out to Riley for marrying me, putting up with this crazy comic book obsession that I have. She doesn't watch these videos, so she won't see this, but congratulate me down in the comments, guys. I would really appreciate it. But yeah, with that being said, let's go to the comic book store. We'll get the haul, and then when we come back, we'll do some guessing on that Absolute Batman cover, trying to guess who the Robins might be. So yeah, definitely stay tuned. Alrighty, as you guys can see, just pulled into Casablanca Comics. They always got the hookup. Before I go in though, let's do some quick comic book reviews for everything that came out last week that I want to talk about. Let's talk about Daredevil #1. Thought it was a great direction for this new Daredevil series from Stephanie Phillips. The artwork from Lee Garbett was really strong as well. Let's give it a 4.5 out of 5. Cool stuff there. Absolute Superman #18. Let's give this a 4 out of 5. Strong issue. We got Rafa Sandoval back on the art. We got the introduction of Absolute Steel. Really cool character design, looks sick. We also have King Shazam as well. Excited to see him get in the mix in the next couple issues. Let's give it a 4.5 out of 5. Great stuff there from Jason Aaron. Batman #8. Solid issue, not my favorite in this new volume from Matt Fraction so far. We didn't have Jorge Jimenez on the art. More of a setup issue, right? But let's give it a 4 out of 5. Interesting dynamics between Batman, Alan Scott, Green Lantern. Ryan Sook on the art was pretty strong as well. It was cool to see his look for the Batman cast of characters. Bizarro Year None #1. Let's give that a 3.5 out of 5. Not totally sold on the series so far. Very Silver Age inspired. If you're into All-Star Superman, definitely check that one out. Not really a heavy focus on Bizarro, at least in this first issue. Yeah, pretty interesting stuff there. Batgirl 18. Let's give Batgirl 18 a 3.5 out of 5. Strong issue. It's almost getting back to that first arc that I really liked. But at this point, man, it's been 18 issues. I needed to get back to that first arc like really fast, but solid stuff from Tate Bromwell. We got that excellent artwork from Miyazawa. It's Cassandra Cain in the spirit world. She still has that blood power, the power to control blood. She has a blood sword, which is pretty cool. But yeah, let's give it a 3.5 out of 5. And then, yeah, let's give the Ghost Machine official guidebook, I guess. That's the last thing I read. Didn't get a chance to read Adventures of Superman Book of L. Ghost Machine official guidebook, maybe like a 3 out of 5. Maybe like a right down the middle, because not a necessary issue to pick up at all. It's more like a bunch of data files kind of all put together in one single issue. From that aspect, a little bit disappointing. But that's what we have, man. Everything that I read last week for April 1st, new comic book day. Real quickly, let's take a look at what people are looking forward to this week. Bleeding Hearts, Die, all this cool stuff. Let's say my most anticipated, give it to the Fury of the Firestorm. Okay, cool. So looks like my vote agrees with the rest of the community. Fury of the Firestorm, we got Bleeding Hearts at #2. That's really cool to see. Amazing Spider-Man, of course. Absolute Green Lantern, which really surprised me. I thought that one was, everybody's least favorite Absolute title. And then we have Dork #3 in the 5th place down there. So yeah, interesting picks for the community's picks of the week. But let's go inside and get the comic book haul. Like I was saying, when I get back, I'll show you guys the haul. And then we'll do some guessing on who's in the mech suits for that Absolute Batman cover. And yeah, I'll see you guys when I get back home. Alrighty, everybody, welcome back. Got the comic book haul. We're back from Casablanca Comics. Starting off with the bonus for today, we got the compact comic for Batman, The Dark Knight Returns. Frank Miller, Klaus Janson, classic story. Really excited to get this. Compact comics, you guys know I'm going crazy for them, collecting them all. I think the art looks really good, translated to the compact. Real excited for it, man. Let's get into the comic book haul today, though. So new #1, Fury of the Firestorm. Jeff Lemire writing it. I think we have Rafael de la Torre doing the art. I'm not too sure about what to expect from this Firestorm series. I don't know too much about Firestorm as a character. Only like touch point I have for Firestorm is that, the CW universe, right? So the Flash and Legends of Tomorrow, I think he was a character there. That's all I know about Firestorm as a character. Real excited for the new Vertigo titles today. We have Bleeding Hearts, issue number 3. Issue 2 was incredible. Really loving everything Dennis Camp and Stepan Moria are doing with this series. It's a zombie that's slowly turning more and more human, and kind of how that impacts the other humans in the world. He's trying to protect these 2 humans from getting eaten from the rest of the zombies, I guess. Pretty interesting stuff there in Bleeding Hearts. Really loving it from DC Vertigo. Another DC Vertigo title today, though. Nice House by the Sea, issue number 9. James Tynion IV, Alvaro Martinez Bueno on the art, with Jordi Belair on the coloring. This series is really hard to explain if you haven't been keeping up with it. Some of the best art on stands. Really, really cool stuff from Alvaro Martinez Bueno and Jordi Belair. Story-wise, I don't know how to explain it, man. It's you got to read Nice House on the Lake, and then you got to read the first volume of Nice House by the Sea. Essentially, all these people are stuck together at the end of the world, and kind of the ramifications of that, all the different, cogs turn and all the gears turn and stuff like that. So, Nice House by the Sea, excellent stuff. Let's also get into IDW, because we have Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles number 17 coming out today. Real excited for this. Jin Newell Yang just killing it. I think Freddie E. Williams is really surprising me with the art, especially when you got that Andrew Dollhouse coloring. Splinter, he's kind of like a bad guy a little bit now. The Turtles just kind of realized that, Splinter is this Ujigami character. I believe that's how you pronounce it. And he was trying to kill Casey Jones in the last issue. So we had the Turtles versus the Turtles versus Splinter. Really interesting stuff there, man. So loving this Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles title. We're on 17 already. That's pretty crazy. I feel like time is flying by for that one. One Marvel pickup for today, Iron Man Disassembled, or I guess it's the new arc maybe starting up called Disassembled. I'm not sure, but Iron Man number 4. I've been liking what Josh Williamson's been doing, all right. Not like super sold on it. The art's really strong. I did think issue 3 stepped it up a lot. So I think I'm going to ride this first arc out, maybe up till like issue 6 or something like that. Then we see how we feel about it. But so far, they've gotten me to pull 4 issues of an Iron Man ongoing, so hats off to them. We also have last single issue for today, Die Loaded issue number 6. I've been loving everything Die from Kieran Gillen and Stephanie Hans. Some of the most beautiful interior artworks on stands, because Stephanie Hans is doing the line work and then also doing the coloring as well. So I love when artists can do that. We're demanding a lot from artists that can do that, but it's always so cool to see it on the page. So Die Loaded number 6, excited to get back into the world of Die, and that's what we have for New Comic Book Day, man. So not like the heaviest New Comic Book Day in the world. We got Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, 2 Vertigo titles, which is pretty cool, and then we have The Fury of the Firestorm, new number 1 from DC Comics. Let me know what you guys are picking up down in the comments. I'm sure I'm missing something, because this is like a light New Comic Book Day. If you guys are excited about something from the indies, something from Marvel that I didn't pick up, be sure to let me know. But that's what we have for today's New Comic Book Day, along with the compact, of course. And let's get into, real quickly, guessing some of the identities behind the mech suits that were revealed in Absolute Batman issue 20 on the cover. They're all the Robins. There's 5 of them, okay? So not just one Robin, there's 5 right from the start. Alrighty, as you guys can see on the screen, there's the 5 Robins, all right? So we got 3 of them that are kind of small, 1 that's a little medium size, and 1 that's ginormous, dude. So the ginormous one, we can start there. Pretty sure that's Jason Todd, right? So he's got a giant gun. I mean, the bullets from that thing are like the size of a car. This has to be Jason Todd. That would be my guess. You got kind of the red sort of color scheme. I'm pretty sure that's Jason Todd. Down here, okay, so we know that Dick Grayson has been in the series so far. He's an EMT. We've only seen him in a couple panels, but it seems like he wants to get involved. Like, he wants to help Gotham. He wants to help the world. He feels like he's not maybe doing as much as an EMT. With that EMT connection and the blue color scheme, this could be Dick Grayson in this mech suit. This could be, I don't know if he's Nightwing at this point, probably not. Maybe he, after the events of this arc, he becomes Nightwing, we're not sure. I did get the sense that he hasn't been in the mech yet in the series so far, right? So maybe he's like the newest recruit to this Robin group. Maybe he's like the newest one to join, and that's kind of, he's like the new guy. They just put him on medic or something like that. I'm not sure. Down here, okay, so we got the 3 guys on the bikes down here. I'm gonna say the one with the light, okay? So I feel like the light's kind of a tell. This has to be Duke Thomas, right? So I'm pretty sure this is Duke Thomas with the light, right? So the signal, that's gotta be a tell from Scott Snyder and Nick Dragotta. Pretty sure this is Duke Thomas in that suit there. The one on the far right, so kind of has like a purpler color scheme. Easy guess would be Stephanie Brown, like spoiler, right? I heard someone else guess Huntress as well. So Helena, I don't know Helena's last name, Helena or whatever. Maybe this is, you know, possibly Huntress. And the reason why I guess that instead of Stephanie Brown, I guess, would be the shoes. All right, so the shoes to me, Huntress is known for having the heels, right? Right? So I think the heels might be a tell. I'm not sure, but it's kind of like she's sticking her leg all the way out there. This has to be a girl, in my opinion. So leaning Stephanie / Huntress for that one. And then last but not least, the green motorcycle. The green motorcycle with the minigun on the front. Could this be Tim Drake? You know what I mean? Like, are we going for Tim Drake on that one? It wouldn't be Damien, right? It can't be Damien because our version of Bruce hasn't had a kid in the Absolute Universe. So I'm guessing Tim Drake, but that's just my like very basic guess. I don't know why. I mean, the green color scheme doesn't scream Tim Drake to me. So yeah, I think that's the you know, I think that's the identities of everyone here. So we got Jason Todd in the big mech. We have Tim Drake in the green motorcycle, possibly the blue mech suit. Probably Dick Grayson if I were to guess, just because of the EMT medic kind of connection there. The spotlight, this has got to be Signal. This has to be Duke Thomas. And then on the far right, again, Helena. Might be guessing Helena instead of Stephanie. Maybe Stephanie's kind of an easy guess. Maybe a Robin in this universe is Helena. But yeah, that's what we have, man. New comic book day. Hope you guys enjoyed me kind of speculating and guessing who's going to be behind the mask on these. I also didn't read the solicit. Maybe the solicit gives us some more information, but I'm not sure. But that's what we have, man. New comic book day, of course. Got a great haul. And then we have, you know, me and my wife going on a date tonight. We're going to an Italian restaurant, pretty nice Italian restaurant, celebrating our 12-year anniversary, man. So hope you guys have a good day. I know I'm gonna. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Read more comics.